song on this old train line. I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like. Ooh, I got her, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me.
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And a short pickup to about the 25. You talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
This is 2nd and 8. On play action, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Kill. Here we go, 47.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And what a return as he brings us one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early. As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Cowboys nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you talk about this Jets defense.
They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The Cowboys had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Running right, it's Pollard. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. 2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Hey, kill. What do you think?
Prescott to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, kill.
To throw is Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Go, get out there. Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
New York.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. On the slant, he's got Hardman.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. So now Thomas Morstead, who did his collegiate punting just east of here at SMU, he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. Switch, his head.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Gun. We're going to 54. Why is it?
Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll run left with Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We're going to 53.
Cooks motions to the left.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That is caught. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
47. Hustle. Let's go.
Into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So All even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. On second down, here's Rodgers. Oh, and that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Room here to run. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Cook again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. Third and 5. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is.
Touchdown, Jets! Garrett Wilson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They toss it down to Pollard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Prescott now. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's good for the Cowboys.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st, eluding the pressure right. That's dumped off to Pollard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Hey, smash Bronco.
And they'll go on the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll run with Hall.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
2nd down, Pollard again.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Left side, Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Catch
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Hall.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are on their way to a 2-0 start. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Cowboys 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Now Dak. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards.
Now Prescott. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Dak. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Prescott, and this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. Well, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.